Have you ever heard good news from someone else and felt something in your chest that wasn't happiness? Not anger, not jealousy. Just this quiet, guilty relief when the story later changes. They didn't get the promotion. Their relationship isn't perfect. Their business hit a rough patch, and a part of you goes, "Oh, okay, so I'm not the only one." That's the trait today. The relief of seeing someone fall, not joy, relief. Because their success made your life feel like an accusation. Here's the brutal truth. Sometimes we don't want them to lose. We just want proof we're not the only ones struggling. And if you've never felt this, you're either a saint or you're lying to yourself. What this shadow is really about. This isn't cruelty, it's comparison pain. When someone you know wins, it shines a light on your life in a way that can feel personal, even if they did nothing wrong. Their success whispers things you didn't agree to hear. Why not you? What are you doing with your time? Are you behind? Are you wasting your potential? Will you ever be chosen? And the mind hates that feeling, the feeling of being silently judged by reality. So it does something sneaky. It searches for balance. It wants the universe to look fair again, because fairness feels like safety. How it shows up in real life. It's not you throwing a party when they suffer. It's smaller, cleaner, more defendable. It looks like a tiny rush when someone perfect shows they're human. A weird calm when the person you envy has a bad week. Feeling annoyed at their wins but calling it their bragging. Congratulating them with less warmth than you'd like to admit. Catching yourself scrolling their updates like you're looking for a crack in the image. And the ugliest version? When you start building a case against them to justify your feelings, you decide they don't deserve it, you zoom in on their flaws, you rewrite their success as luck, privilege, or manipulation, not because it's true, because it makes the pain stop. The lie we tell ourselves, the lie is usually moral. I'm not jealous. I just think they're fake. I just hate arrogance. I'm not comparing, I'm just being realistic. But if you're brutally honest, the sentence underneath is, I need them to be less so I can feel okay being where I am. The real cost. This trait doesn't just poison how you see them, it poisons how you see yourself. Because every time you need someone else to shrink so you can breathe, you teach your brain, I can't handle being behind. And that creates resentment you don't speak, friendships that feel thin, a constant background pressure to compete, shame for having a dark reaction, and, worst of all, paralyze us. Because if their success hurts, you start avoiding people who remind you of your own potential. You call it protecting your energy. Sometimes it's just avoiding the mirror. The clean version. Here's the way out that doesn't involve pretending you're pure. When you feel that relief, don't moralize it. Don't shame spiral. Don't turn it into a personality label. Do this instead. Name what their success threatens. Is it your timeline? Your identity? Your fear of being forgettable? Your fear of wasting your life? Your fear you won't be chosen? Because the relief isn't about them falling. It's about you wanting permission to be human without feeling judged. So give yourself that permission directly. Say, yeah, their success hurts because I want that too. Or even, I feel behind and I'm scared. That honesty is sharper than any fake positivity. And then ask the only question that matters. What would I do if their success didn't mean anything about me? One brutal question to end on. Who do you secretly root against? Not because they're evil, but because they make you feel exposed. And what does that say about the part of your life you've been avoiding? If you want to go deeper, this trait shows up differently depending on your personality pattern. Some types suppress it, some intellectualize it, some turn it into quiet punishment, and some use it as fuel. That's what personalitypeak.com is built for. The stuff you don't say out loud, but live with every day. See you next time.